Last week I told us about the angry man. You shouldn't get married to an angry man, especially the one with uncontrolled anger. The man with uncontrolled anger, you shouldn't get married to him. And I talked about the insecure man, the man who is always having trust issues. Now I want to look at two more this week. Then I see if we can conclude on it next week. The next type of man you shouldn't get married to is a dictator. A dictator. Another word for a dictator is a controller. A controller is that man who believes everything must go his way or the highway. It has to be his way or no other way. This is dangerous. Because for him to always believe only his opinion should count, it means he sees you as someone who has nothing to offer. And it is risky to marry a man who believes your opinion does not count. He sees you as someone who doesn't have sense. He sees you as someone who has nothing to offer. And let me talk to my fellow young men. Asking her for her opinion doesn't make you weak. Asking her for her opinion about an issue doesn't mean you are not the man again. It doesn't mean you are not the head. It doesn't mean you are not in charge. It shows that you actually see her as a sensible person and also as your partner in that relationship. If you see her as your partner in that relationship, then you will want to see her opinion about something. Both of you are in it. So once you see a man who is a controller, he wants things to go his own way, he acts faster than he thinks, he does things without thinking. He doesn't ask you about your opinion. As he gives you the order, he believes you have to obey without asking questions. He believes you have to do what he says, as if he's getting married to a dummy. And please, I'm talking to people who are not married yet. Don't marry a man who is a dictator. You must do as I say. If you don't do as I say, and most times we don't even care to check what I'm saying is it right, because the truth is that the fact that you are the man doesn't mean you will always be right. That is why she's there as your partner. She's there as your helper, so that the moment where you are not getting it right, she's there to tell you in wisdom and in respect, this is how to do it. And to some extent, I think the reason why some men become dictators is because some women don't know how to take their place as a woman. You are in a relationship with a man and you're already commanding him like you are the man. So he tries to take his position so that you don't try to conquer him and overcome him and try to control him. So as the lady, never forget that you are a woman. You are not a man. Allow him be the man. Give him the respect he deserves. Give him the honor he deserves. And he will always come to you whenever he wants to do something. But that man who, no matter how you try to show him respect, no matter how you try to behave well, he always wants things to go his own way. This is how we are doing it. We are getting married. If we don't get married in my own church, forget about it. If this is the color we are going to use, if you don't like this color, forget about it. This is how we are going to do it. If you don't like it, forget about it. That's a very risky relationship. That the man wants things to go his own way. He's a controller. We are going out now. I'm not feeling too well. I said we are going out now. He doesn't care whether you are feeling okay about it. He doesn't care if you are fine. No. That's a dangerous relationship to enter. So I'd like you to consider it. If the man you are with is a controller, is a dictator, he behaves like a military general, he behaves like an army man, everything from his mouth must be obeyed, whether it is right or wrong, it must be done to the letter. No, please, you have to check that relationship again and be sure that it's going the right way. The second type of man you shouldn't get married to for this week is a stingy man. A man that is akagon. Nothing comes out of his hand. Very, very stingy. It is very risky to get into a relationship with a man who is economical about everything without being flexible. There's nothing good about being managerial and knowing how to manage money, but you should have some level of flexibility. A man who is so stingy, he's not ready to release anything. A man who loves you and is in a relationship with you should be generous to you within his capacity. To the level he can supply, he should be able to be generous. One of the proof of love is giving. We see that in the scriptures. John chapter 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave. So love will always give. Now, doesn't mean you have to kill yourself, but within your means, within what you can supply, make sure the lady you are in a relationship with can tell that this man loves me enough to give me something. It's not in the size, it's in the thoughtfulness. He has never bought you a gift. He has never given you something as a present. He has never bought you anything. If he say, no, I'm managing money, you hear say, I'm saving money for our wedding. We have to save money for our wedding. That's the reason he won't buy you a Valentine gift. Some young men, this is Valentine period now. Some young men are acting like they are getting angry unnecessarily now because of Valentine. Valentine is coming close. You begin to hear religious beliefs like things like, I don't celebrate Valentine. Valentine is for people of the world. No. Make that a special day. And get something for that lady you are in a relationship with. It must not be expensive. Let her just have that belief that you thought about her. You remembered her and you thought to get something for her. A stingy man is a dangerous man. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some ladies can be unreasonably over-demanding. I am aware of that. But there are modest ladies. There are good ladies who know how to behave. Should you punish them because of the other set who are unreasonably over-demanding? Of course, no. So don't say if I give her too much, she's going to start asking too much. No. A reasonable lady knows the limit of her man. She knows how much her man can offer. So, but you give. You reach out to her. Love gives within the limit of your capacity. You should be able to give. If that man is not willing to give, he's always giving excuses whenever you ask for help, whenever you ask him to assist you in something. No, this is nothing like the lady loves money too much. That's what many men say this way. I don't like ladies who are in a relationship just because of what they want to collect, because of the money they want to collect. No, sir. No, sir. Love gives. Love gives. Within your means, get her gifts. He should be able to buy you gifts. You are in a relationship with that lady, you don't know the price of her cream. You don't know the price of her soap. Am I saying you should totally take care of her from the hands of her parents? No, of course. Once in a while, you should take care of that and say, hello, babe, how much? Take this 10,000 naira for your cosmetics. Take this 10,000 naira for your toiletries. Take this 20,000 naira to handle this thing. She's seeing her monthly flow. What about you tell her, all right, don't worry, I'll be taking care of the pad. I'll buy you the pad, the sanitary pad for your monthly flow. That thoughtfulness shows that you think about her. Giving is not high. There are little things you do that will show that you are a loving man, will show that that man loves you. A stingy man is a dangerous man. A man who cannot give you, even despite the fact that he claims that he loves you, that man is a dangerous man. He's a dangerous man. Because he's spending his money somewhere. He will tell you, many men take the excuse of wedding. I'm saving money for our wedding. We need to keep this money for our wedding so that we can use it for our wedding. Give her something now, sir. Run away from a stingy man who is stingy. There's a difference between I don't have and you are stingy. There's a difference between what she's asking from me, I can't afford it and she can't understand, and you being stingy. If she's asking for what you can't afford and she yet doesn't understand, that's a different ball game altogether. But you, everything as little as 10 naira, 1,000 naira stuff, you are always complaining. I believe every young man in a relationship with a lady should at least place that lady on a monthly allowance. You're in a relationship with that lady, give her something every month. It's even for your security, so other men won't entice her with other things. Place her on a monthly salary. Run away from a stingy man. I know they will come after me when they watch this broadcast, but please run away from a stingy man. I believe you got something from this week's episode. I'm going to see how we can round up this talk by next week. Thank you for listening. Ladies, I know you're enjoying the series. Guys, I know you're offended, but I'm going to come for the ladies very soon. Very, very soon. Thank you so much for listening to me this week. I'd like you to please subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. You can as well follow me on TikTok. You will get value from my channel. Please click the subscribe button and hit the bell so that whenever we drop content, you will be notified that we have dropped a content. God bless you. I'll see you next week. I celebrate you.